So I'm going to provide you with a tutorial for how to make these puff bud stitches here for the Regally Yours coaster. Thought it would be good to supplement the written instructions with a video, as I realise sometimes the written instructions for these kind of special stitches can be a little bit confusing. So hopefully this will simplify it for you. It's actually a lot easier than what it may seem by looking at the written instructions. So we've first up for this final round of the coaster, we've made our 2 single crochet stitches in that first chain space, and we're moving on to the middle chain space in between the post stitches. So you're working those puff buds in the middle chain 2 space of in between those post stitches the whole way around. So we yarn over first, 1, 2, pulling through loops, 3, 4. So you can pull through as many loops as you want to make the puff as fat or plump as you like. It's really up to you, it depends on your individual preference. The pattern currently has 11 loops as being the standard. Like I said, you could do more or less, really probably depends on your yarn and preference for how it appears. So at the moment I've got 9, so I'm going to yarn over and pull through another loop for 11 loops on hook in total. So then yarn over and pull through all those loops, and then yarn over and pull through just a loop on the hook. Right, so now I have a puff. To make the little flower petals, blossom petals, we do chain 4, and we're going to work all our stitches just into this loop here, this gap here that resulted from the last part of the puff that we made. So just slip stitch back into that and repeat that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're working 5 of these, but you could make 1 less or 1 more depending on your preference. You could also make these chains longer, so you could do 5 if you wanted these little budding petals to be longer and more obvious. It probably really depends on your yarn. Like with this particular yarn, I could probably get away with doing 5 chains. With the other example I showed you before, 4 chains is really sufficient. So the yarn is a little bit thicker, plumper. Right, so as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those budding petals worked into the puff, and then we just continue along by working the 2 single crochets in that next chain space. Skip this stitch, 2 single crochets, skip the stitch, and then we're back into the middle of the chain space here again between the 2 post stitches. So yarn over, pull through loops until we have sufficient loops on hook, depending on what our preference is for how plump we want that particular puff to be. So again, I've got 11 here, which is the standard as per the pattern document instructions. Pull through all of them, yarn over, pull through that loop on hook. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, slip stitch into that loop there, and we're going to work all those petals, budding petals, into that same loop. I'll just do the next 2 single crochets. Like so. So now we have 2 of those. So So this is very thin yarn, so it would make quite a small coaster, whereas this one is a lot thicker, so it's made a bigger size coaster. They're both 8-ply, but they just vary in the thickness. So anyway, that's how you make those particular stitches, and I hope you enjoy this pattern. Thanks.